All right, let's get this show started!
In today's news, former UFC fighter pledges to donate brain to science for CTE research. Retired UFC fighter Julie Kedzie has confirmed that she plans to donate her brain to science after experiencing CTE symptoms. Kedzie made her debut back in early 2004, going to fight the likes of Shayna Baszler, Gina Carano, Miesha Tate, Jermaine Durandamy, and more. After retiring from the sport, she opted to become a matchmaker for Invicta FC. In recent times, she's been working alongside the Concussion Legacy Foundation and Dr. Chris Nowinski, who has done extensive research on the topic of CTE. The 42-year-old Julie has suffered with depression, anxiety, hyperactivity, impulsiveness, and lack of sleep since retiring from mixed martial arts in 2013. In a recent interview with BBC Sport, Kedzie spoke about her aforementioned decision. She said, "It seems a very normal thing to do. I've been hit in the head a lot, so we might as well see what it is in there and get some good out of it for data. If there is a way that I can still keep pushing in this field of mixed martial arts and advancing the cause of women, then yeah. I want to give back to the women in the sport because there are all these studies on male athletes' brains, and there might be something completely different from a female athlete's perspective. The knowledge base has grown considerably. As critical as I can be of the UFC, because they are the best game in town and you want any glaring mistakes to be fixed, the Performance Institute is paying more attention to studies, and I think that's great." The article also reads that athletes across a wide variety of contact sports are more aware of the risks involved, leading to an increase in brain donations to the Concussion Legacy Foundation. Just 45 cases of CTE were confirmed worldwide when the CLF began investigating in 2007, and now more than 10,000 people, including Kedzie, have taken part in studies. Dr. Chris Nowinski, who has a PhD in neuroscience and is a former WWE wrestler, co-founded the CLF after suffering chronic symptoms during his own sporting career. He said, "Most professional MMA fighters that we've studied have had CTE and will continue to have CTE. We don't have 70-year-old former UFC fighters yet, so we haven't fully seen what we've created here." Michael Bisping has broken down the Jamahal Hill vs Alex Pereira matchup. Former UFC champion Jamahal Hill recently received backlash from the MMA community after claiming that neither Pereira or Prochazka are on his level. Hill also said that he's very confident he would knock the two-division Glory champ out. Speaking on his BYM podcast, Michael Bisping reacted to these comments and explained why he agrees to some point with Jamahal. Bisping believes that the better fighter on paper does not always win and thinks that Jamahal is capable of beating Pereira in stand-up.
I agree with what you're saying. I really do, because I think when you look at the two on paper, of course, Alex Pereira is a more technical kickboxer. He just is. He's one of the greatest that we've ever seen in the sport, right? In the sport of kickboxing, and then coming over to MMA. I do find Alex's style to be, it's not overly flashy. It's a lot of fundamentals. It's jabs, it's calf kicks, head kicks, 1-2, left hook, right hand. Right. Jamahal Hill isn't as slick. He's not as refined, but he certainly is as effective. When I fought Dan Henderson at UFC 100, I was kickboxing since about 12 years old. Do you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I was a good kickboxer. I was a very skilled kickboxer. I was a way better kickboxer than Dan Henderson. That's just a fact. Yeah. But I got knocked the out cold. Mm-hmm. Francis Ngannou just went up and pushed Tyson Fury to the limit.
Right.
Tyson Fury is a way better boxer than Francis Ngannou. Just because someone has a better technical ability, if that person is willing to meet you head on, if that person can deliver with just as much, if not more power, if he's got the balls to walk you down, to get in your face, and they come better mentally prepared and in shape and ready to push the pace, nothing is guaranteed.
There's been some new Khamzat Chimaev sparring footage released. Khamzat might not be booked for an upcoming fight right now, but he's still training hard. Most recently, Boris was captured on video during a sparring session where he got knocked down by his training partner. Here's the clip. One fan wrote, Paulo Costa would have done terrible things to Khamzat. Another agreed, 100%. I was so hard on betting big on Costa 3-1 was a joke, buying money. More fans chimed in. There are people that really don't understand how Khamzat would have been a nightmare matchup for Costa. I think you mean the other way around. Khamzat doesn't bring anything to the table that Costa hasn't seen. Can any Costa supporter give me a big win of his? Any names on his record that aren't either literally 40 years old or extremely average? Can you give me a big win by Chimaev? Bro calls for everybody, saying he'll kill them, then goes to decision with 2 welterweights. He wouldn't in the pocket with Paulo though. If he took down Usman that fast, he definitely can take down Paulo as quickly, and Paulo probably wouldn't survive 2 to 3 minutes on the ground with Khamzat. Sparring video really means a lot compared to an actual fight. To be fair, getting clipped is part of training. Dana White has received a generous gesture from SteveWillDoIt. The UFC president received $500,000 in casino chips from his friends and media personalities, Taylor Lewin of Barstool Sports and Steven Delenardis, also known as SteveWillDoIt of the Nelk Boys. Delighted by this unexpected gift, Dana took to Instagram to share the exciting and kind gesture with his fans.
So I'm here at Red Rock right now. It's fucking 2:30 in the morning or whatever. Formula One just ended. I'm here with Taylor Lewin from Bustin' with the Boys on Barstool, and SteveWillDoIt from the Nelk Boys. These two just won $500,000. These are $25,000 chips, $500,000, and gave it to me. They are lunatics. I came. They started with $10,000. These two started with $10,000 and went on a mission to win me $500,000, and they did it. Fucking unbelievable. This is like any of you that really actually gamble. The odds of winning $500,000 off of $10,000 is got to be a fucking 1,000,000 to 1. I mean, the odds are, it's fucking impossible. Literally impossible.
We did it.
They did it.
We fucking did it.
Here are the top 3 memes found on the internet today. Third place was found over Honky Dong. Second place was posted by a user named Raw Power. And the number 1 meme was posted by a user named Educational. Thanks for watching. If you like the content, smash that like button and don't forget to subscribe to stay in the talk.